Port Douglas, tropical far north Queensland. It's an idyllic place. It's warm, it's peaceful, but it's a bit too peaceful.
Usually this time of day, everyone's getting off the boats, and this marina's packed upstairs, downstairs, with people getting a beer after being on the reef all day. That's not the case right now.
Brewery manager Chris Barber has just let go of dozens of workers and is back on glassy duties.
Last month we had about 40 staff members and we're down to about 10 now. We spent months and months recruiting, finally got staff up here, and now we don't need them anymore.
Down the road, tour operator Andrea Cameron is making a regular trip to her storage yard. She's only recently bought this bus, which has barely been used.
I'm just popping by most days just to make sure that the battery doesn't go flat.
Before Queensland again closed its border to New South Wales and Victoria, tourism businesses like this were briefly overwhelmed by a lockdown-weary domestic market, escaping to paradise. But the bounce back was short-lived.
To be honest, is worse than the original COVID lockdown, because this time our region up here is not locked down, therefore we don't qualify for any government assistance such as JobKeeper or JobSaver.
There's 240,000 jobs in tourism industry in Queensland, $35 billion of the value to our Queensland economy.
Steve Edmondson runs a reef tour business. He says the grants and other fee rebates on offer by the state government are welcome. But what is really needed is a targeted wage subsidy to help save jobs.
That necessary support now is to buy time. Remember, these are skilled people. You've got wonderful, capable skippers, marine biologists.
While the boats in this marina stay moored, businesses will keep bleeding money. Everyone knows this pandemic will end and the tourists will eventually return. But the fear is when they do, there won't be a big enough local workforce for a town so reliant on its service industries. For now, that workforce is getting ready to drive away.
Suddenly I passed to have 70 hours one week. Next week I had 5. They took me off my name off the roster and I didn't have hours anymore.
Even if they wanted to stay, living here is becoming unaffordable. Rental vacancy rates are close to zero. A unit costs about $400 a week and a basic house is over $600. For those trapped in city lockdowns, a new life in Port Douglas now seems even more appealing.
Okay, catch you later.
Real estate agent Phil Holloway says he's been selling properties to people from Victoria and New South Wales sight unseen via video calls.
Up until about 3 weeks ago, we had 3 months of absolute madness.
The problem is many of these new owners won't reside up here permanently, and some of the properties sold are being turned into holiday accommodation, tightening an already tight rental market. Mayor Michael Kerr says the council is trying to approve new housing projects quickly, but it's limited in what it can do to help.
Our planning scheme, it clearly states that, you cannot have short-term accommodation in a lot of these residential areas. And yet we're bound by a lot of the state laws and our hands are tied to try and stop that.
But regardless of the day everyone has had, there is refuge to be found inside the Port Douglas Theatre.
When you get what you want,
outside this place, Jen Kerr is the primary carer of 2 children. Her rental property has just been sold and she has to move out soon. The future is uncertain, but tonight she's helping recharge everyone's spirit.
We just let go of all the dramas throughout life and, everything that's going on and just have a bit of fun. And it's like therapy.
I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up. In spite of the ache, I'll rise up.
Life will go on. It's just a bit harder than usual right now. Nathan Morris, ABC News, Port Douglas.